Look at this. Pretty cool, right? And also, hi, I'm How2explain. I explain shit to people may or may not need, and today I'll be explaining Epic Battle Fantasy 5. What is it? Well, it's a turn-based RPG where you kill things, level things up, and etc. It isn't as popular or as well known as the game I just reviewed, but this is really good. So basically, Epic Battle Fantasy 5 is the 5th installment of the 5-part series. It's made by Couple Games, and it's an indie game, meaning it's on the cheaper side of things. And I like that, but does this mean it's a low quality game? Well, the answer is no! The basic turn-based RPG with unique attributes sprinkled in to make it a one-of-a-kind game. Where it differs from the basic run-of-the-mill RPG games is because of how the abilities feel, how the tempo keeps itself, and how the characters fulfill their roles. Except Natalie. So let's start with the abilities, and they have impact. In font Georgia and text size 201. And you might say, how to explain? What does that even mean, man? And I'd say, I'm trying my best, okay? But what I really mean is that the abilities feel like it's progressively getting stronger because of the abilities having two key aspects, how it looks and how it sounds. And as you progress the game and you level up most of the abilities, it changes in power and visual, creating a sense of progression on top of your progression. And for the sound, just listen to this. It just makes the abilities feel good to use, always. Even if it's not going to do anything, you don't care, because it feels good, that's all. And now it's a good time to talk about the tempo. And what makes it good is that early on you're above level, allowing you to get the swing of things and prepping you for the harder areas. And once you are on those harder areas, it will test your mettle, pinning you up against difficult enemies requiring different strategies. So what does this mean? Well, it means that the game balancing learning and doing the dirty job yourself really well. It gives you enough time to learn, but not too much that you'll get too comfortable with your power. And it doesn't just kick you down and bully you into feeling underpowered. Okay? So, you always have a feeling of you're going to win this, but you might lose. So you better be careful. And that feeling, I'm telling you, feels great. Because it causes your brain to be in either a fight or flight mode. Either you protect yourself in attempts to lessen your opponent's blows, meaning you're running away from your opponent, or you rush them, KOing them before they KO you. Time to encore setup so I can introduce the cast of the game and tell you why I think they play a massive role in the game, and I tell you why they're all balanced and serve a massive role for the team. Now, brief summary. Matt's your tank. High HP, extremely high single target damage, but can't AoE for the life of him. Lance, massive AoE, massive single target damage, but relatively low HP and long cooldowns. No legs. He's your rogue, utility mage, sweeping the remains and backstabbing a person he decides not to like at the time. But he folds as easily as a Korean-style folding chair, study office chair, ergonomics chair, computer chair, Scandinavian design. And Anna is your archer, debuffing and critting everyone in sight, but she isn't anything special. But yeah, she's just really good at debuffing. Now, Nelly, she's your quote-unquote support character, with a greater chance to debuff and longer periods of times of debuffs and dispels and buffs, every that, but all of them are below average pieces of caca, and she's the only character in the game that gets cargo carried by her ults, which are literal gifts sent by Jesus Mary Christ. And I genuinely think during her production, the dev headquarters looked something like this. James, we don't have much time. How do we come up with Natalie's kit before we have to send the game out for launch? Okay, sir. I'll work overtime just to make her a creative kit and diverse kit that shouts that she's the support of the team. Nope. What? You aren't gonna do that. What you are gonna do, though, is give her the most basic skill set in the whole entire world that doesn't have anything to do with supporting the team, and just make new icons for it. Okay, and make sure her abilities either do embarrassingly low damage or it's just extremely outclassed by literally anything. Oh, and make sure she has the most overpowered ults, because I really want to see how this would look. Fine, if you say so. And make sure she has her best ult makes her basically naked, okay? Perfect. I'm just saying right now, this shit sucks. Kinda. There are some things characters shouldn't take, well, because reasons! But others just weird moments that just make your face go straight. But besides that, the writing isn't a very strong suit of the game. The writing is alright, but it's not at the level of the, let's say, gameplay or the soundtrack. Hey, guess what's next? This soundtrack is very, very good. Just listen to this. It's extremely good. Okay? Great. We are all set now. Now let's go to the verdict. This game is what I find is a perfect turn-based RPG. Amazing soundtrack, jammer OST, good exploring, and funny dialogue kinda. But it loses its perfect score to the weird writing. It got a 9.5 because of it. Besides that, this is truly when weirdness creates its own masterpiece. You still can find it weird in some parts, mainly the writing, but you can't help but awe. It's a shine. It's a shine of a weird masterpiece. That's all, and I wish I could erase my memory because this game is just that good. I'm How2explain signing off. See you in 5 months. Bye bye.